This video will walk you through the Anthem Blue Cross application. We would recommend that you pause at each step to make it easier to follow along. We still encourage everyone to call member services on the toll-free numbers shown on your papers so that one of our service representatives can take you through the application one-on-one. An application that is completely filled out will sail through processing and your policy will be issued faster. Please keep in mind that following this video for completion will take longer than a one-on-one session simply because of the more detailed explanations and the pauses to the video. Remember, you can pause or back up this video at any time. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. If you open up the blue folder with all the papers inside, you will find two applications held by paper clips on the left-hand side. Each one will have a cover sheet that will show the various marks that appear on the pages of the application that will need your attention. So you should have two application stacks that look just like this. So take one out, and the first thing we're going to do is to remove the bottom three pages. These are marked client copy. So just count off the bottom three, take those out, and set them aside. Those will not be sent into membership services. Those you will keep for your own records. Now remove the paper clip and the top cover sheet on one of the application packages. And let's start with the paper that says Anthem Blue Cross Medicare Supplement, California at the top. That should be the very first sheet. Please try to locate a black pen to complete the papers as it will produce a better copy when we receive it. Blue can be used if you don't have black, so don't run out and buy a black pen. It's perfectly okay. I might mention here that all of the original papers will be returned to you with your policy and ID card after the plan is issued. Let me point out that each page of the application has a number at the bottom right-hand corner that will signify numbers 1 through 10. If you look down at the very bottom of the right-hand corner of the top paper, it will say P1 of 10, which simply means page 1 of 10 pages. So go ahead and complete section A. That is your personal information, and you probably know this off the top of your head. When you're finished, go to section B. That is the information that will appear on your red, white, and blue Medicare card. Please locate your Medicare card and just copy the information onto this part of the application. The hospital Part A and medical Part B effective dates are the month and the year you first became covered under Medicare, not the date that you want this policy to be issued. Now, quick question. Is someone who lives in your house either covered under an Anthem Blue Cross plan or applying for one at the same time that you are? This could be a relative that lives with you, or it could be your spouse. If the answer is yes, please write their information in this section, and each of you will receive a 5% discount on your premium as long as you both carry the plan. Under section C, answer number 1 yes if you are already 65 or over, or if you are going to be turning 65 in the next 90 days. If you're under age 65 and covered by Medicare because of a disability, stop filling out the application and call us on the toll-free number. This is because the premium rates shown will not apply to you, and we will need to speak with you personally. Virtually all of you will be 65 and over, so this will not apply, and you will now turn the page over and fill out the back. Now the bottom right-hand corner will show P2 of 10, simply meaning page 2. Now, this is the section where you're going to ask for your effective date, so just fill in the blanks here with the month and the day and the year. We usually have issued a plan effective the first of the month. If your old plan that you're replacing comes due at any other day of the month other than the first, then write the due date in this section, and we will issue your plan effective on that date. Then in the next month, we will move you back to a first of the month effective date. The reason we do this is simply because it helps to coincide with any changes that happen to Medicare, because they always happen on January the 1st of the next year. Moving on to Section E, billing preference. This is how often that you would prefer to be billed. Either monthly, quarterly, or annually. If you choose the monthly option, that is available through the automatic bank draft plan. And the premium will be reduced $2 per month for each month that you're on this plan. If you wish to receive a direct bill from the company that you write a check and pay for yourself, then either mark the quarterly or the annual box. If you want to pay your initial premium by credit card, or you can use your debit card as long as it has a MasterCard or a Visa logo, then you can go ahead and mark that. Your preferred language, you don't even need to bother with this if you don't want to, but the insurance companies are all required to develop a demographic profile of membership. So they do want to know what your preferred spoken and written language is. Most of you are just going to simply put English, and we use 3 letters, ENG, for English. If it's something other than English, then refer to the language choice form that is one of the 3 pages that we set aside earlier. Now you're done with P2. Page 3 has nothing that you need to fill out, so we can just turn that one over and go right on to page 4, P4 of 10. There are 5 questions that need to be filled out. If you answer yes to question 2, please stop and call Membership Services, as your application may need special handling. Question 3 will only apply to you if you are leaving a Medicare Advantage plan at the end of the year and returning to original Medicare to be effective January 1st. This question does not apply to you if you are already on original Medicare and applying for a Medicare supplement with us. Question 4 is the information on your existing Medicare supplement and will confirm the fact that you will replace it with your new Blue Cross plan once it is issued. Most of you will answer yes to both parts of question 4. Question 5 only applies to you if you have an employer's retirement group plan or another plan that provides additional benefits. Most of you will be answering no to this question. Now we move on to P5, page 5 of 10. The very first part deals with someone who is qualified to receive guaranteed acceptance into the new plan. If you think you qualify, please call Member Services, as you may need special handling with your application. The rest of the questions on this page need to be answered either yes or no. If you believe your answer to any of these questions is yes, please call Member Services so that we can confirm that the answer truly is yes. Answering any of these questions yes may make you ineligible for the new Blue Cross plan. Therefore, we need to speak with you to get further clarification. Now, turn the page over to P6. This is where you will list the prescriptions you take and what you take them for. It is easier if you stop the video right now, go and get your pill bottles and bring them to the table to fill out this section. If you do have a list of your prescriptions, please get that out now. Okay, now go ahead and list the condition in the first box, then the name of your medication. Under the name, write the year that you first started taking the drug. You are undoubtedly still taking the medication, so you would simply write present, current, or still taking next to that. Next, you will write the doctor's name that prescribed the medication. If you do not know the address and phone number, simply leave that blank. We will look it up in our database and write that in for you when your papers are received. The last 2 boxes will only apply if you answered yes to one of the questions on the other side of this page, in which case I am recommending once again that you stop here and call Member Service Department for clarification. Section I only applies if you have an Anthem Blue Cross plan right now and you are going to replace it with the plan you are now applying for. Section I continues over onto P7, page 7, and is only to be filled out if you have an Anthem Blue Cross plan right now that you are leaving, but you have a spouse that you want to be left on your old plan. Otherwise, you can skip section I entirely. Now we will turn over this page and go to P8, page 8, where you will need to sign in two places. They should be clearly marked. In the space between your two signatures is a blank where you can write the name of a relative, a spouse, or someone else that you will designate to be able to talk to Anthem Blue Cross and share your protected health information if you are sick or hurt and do not wish to take care of this yourself. I'm sure you've already dealt with this privacy issue at your drugstore or at your doctor's office previously. Most people will enter either a spouse's name or the name of one of your children as the name of the authorized person. This makes it easy for someone you name to talk to us here at Member Services about your personal information, or to talk to Medicare, a hospital, doctor's office, or any other provider of care you receive. Now we will move on to P9, page 9, and once again we will need your signature in two more places. Now page 10 is to be filled out by our office when we receive your completed paperwork, so there's nothing that you need to do on this page. And that takes care of the entire application, all 10 pages, counting the front and back of the 5 sheets of paper. There is now only 2 more pages that we need to pay attention to. The first says at the top, notice to applicant regarding replacement of whatever plan you may be canceling when your Anthem Blue Cross plan is issued. If you do not have a plan right now, you do not need to sign this page. If you do have a plan right now that you will cancel when your Anthem Blue Cross plan is issued, please sign and date this paper and include it with your application. Now, the last page that you will fill out is the one that says Medicare Supplement Premium Payment Form at the top. If you would like to receive a premium notice from us and pay your premiums every 3 months by writing a check and sending it in, you do not need to fill out this form. You only need to fill this out if you are going to set up an automatic monthly bank draft where your bank will send in your monthly premium on the 6th day of each month, or if you wish to make your first premium with a credit card and pay your future monthly premiums with the automatic monthly bank draft. All you need to do is sign the back of the form and then fill out the bank routing numbers and the account number that will appear on the bottom of a check. Now, there's a simple step here that'll make it much easier for you to complete. Take a deposit slip or a blank check from the account you would like your monthly premium deducted from. Write void on the deposit slip or blank check and simply include that with your application papers when you send them in. We at Member Services will go ahead and fill in the account information from the voided deposit slip or blank check. This way we can verify that the correct information is written down so there can be no mistakes in paying your premium. Now you have completed all of your papers to enroll in the Anthem Blue Cross plan. The 3 papers you set aside earlier are yours to keep. Also, please keep in mind that we will send you back all the originals that you filled out today, and we will make a copy for our records and send the originals back to you. Now all you need to do is take all the pages you filled out, place them in the postage paid envelope provided with your folder, and mail them to us at Member Services. Do not send any money. We will bill you according to the billing preference that you already selected. When we receive your application, we will call you immediately to let you know we have it and to also verify all the pages are filled out completely. Your application will then be processed and issued with the effective date you requested. If there's any questions or problems with your application, we will call you immediately. That's it. You are done with the application.